These 2000 sitcom episodes are even more impressive than any made today. It's interesting to reflect on the past few decades of the genre and see the humorous foundation that was laid. After the iconic pilots and series finales of comforting 1980s comedies like Cheers and The Golden Girls, the 1990s had several charming episodes about close-knit friendships and frustrated families. The 2000s were also an exciting decade for TV comedies, with just as many funny and heartwarming shows. Although it's fun to watch today's sitcoms, including the quirky paranormal world of Ghost Season 5, no contemporary episodes compare to some unforgettable ones from the past. Whether it's an awkward dinner party storyline or a poignant plotline about dreams and family pressure, these 2000 sitcom episodes are still fantastic. Curb Your Enthusiasm, The Reunion, Season 7, Episode 3. Since Curb Your Enthusiasm features the same dark, sarcastic, and cynical humor as Seinfeld, we all hoped there would be some references to it, or maybe some cameos. The Reunion works so well because it pokes fun at the disastrous Seinfeld series finale. The hilarious and chaotic episode focuses on the Seinfeld cast saying yes to a reunion. Jason Alexander thinks it's a great idea because he didn't like how the show wrapped up, which is a fun detail. In typical Larry David fashion, things go from bad to worse when he gets terrible tickets to a Lakers game from an NBC exec. It's not easy to impress viewers with an actual reunion special, let alone depict a fictional version. Curb handles the compelling topic of nostalgia nicely. 30 Rock, The Fun Cooker, Season 3, Episode 14. Most 30 Rock episodes are fantastic, but The Fun Cooker tells a particularly compelling and important story about confidence and empowerment in the workplace. With Liz Lemon, Tina Fey, on jury duty, the TGS writer's room misses her, and we feel her frustration about not being as appreciated as she should be. Sure, the plotline about calling a small microwave The Fun Cooker is funny, but we likely remember the episode's perfect ending the most. It's great seeing Liz get inspired by the court case she observed of a woman on trial for a work-related arson incident. If we've seen all of 30 Rock, we know the TGS chaos never ends, but it was still important for the series to examine the challenges of working in a creative and collaborative environment. We also can't forget Chris Parnell's funny performance in the role of Dr. Leo Spaceman, who gives Jenna, Jane Krakowski, a creepy substance so she doesn't fall asleep while working on TGS and a movie. Malcolm in the Middle, Bowling, Season 2, Episode 20. Famous for taking on the premise of the 1998 Gwyneth Paltrow movie Sliding Doors, this Malcolm in the Middle episode is its most creative. It features the chaotic and realistic family dynamic we know and love, but puts a special spin on it. Depending on whether Hal, Bryan Cranston, or Lois, Jane Kaczmarek, drives Reese and Malcolm to a party, one brother catches the eye of Beth, Alex McKenna. Each timeline results in misery for at least one family member, suggesting that sometimes we have bad luck, and we can't change that. Sometimes it's fun when a sitcom spoofs a popular film, but most of the time, it feels corny and doesn't fit in with the tone of the show. Malcolm in the Middle Season 2 episode is solid and does a great job depicting the ups and downs of parenting and sibling rivalry. Introduction to Film, Community Season 1, Episode 3. Community has many memorable episodes, including Remedial Chaos Theory, which brilliantly depicts various timelines, and Introduction to Film is just as fun. It's a perfect introduction to the quirky character of Abed Nadir, Danny Pudi, and explores the relatable problem that many people face, wanting to follow their dreams while dealing with family criticism. After Britta, Gillian Jacobs, proves she's a fantastic friend by paying for a film class that Abed's dad, Gobi Iqbal Thiba, won't, Abed is able to explore his family issues. We get to see Abed's artistic, moving short film about the guilt he feels because he blames himself for his parents splitting up. This Community episode is special because it proves the sitcom isn't just about silly paintball fights or over-the-top teachers. The best comedies find the emotion inside every joke or goofy storyline, and from watching Abed's struggles, we know it's okay to be fully ourselves, too. Parks and Recreation, The Hunting Trip, Season 2, Episode 10. The Hunting Trip has the perfect mix of humor, heart, and emotional impact, making it a standout episode on a fantastic sitcom. While Parks and Recreation Season 1 is famously lackluster, Season 2 is much stronger, and watching Leslie Knope, Amy Poehler, try to fit in with Ron Swanson, Nick Offerman, on a hunting trip is a lot of fun. After a chaotic sequence of events, Ron is hurt, which allows the sitcom to address a more serious subject than usual. This episode is a great reminder that even though Parks and Rec is goofy, it can dive into somber topics like gun ownership and violence. The Hunting Trip also surprised us by showing the growing bond between Leslie and Ron, who are very different from each other. Recent sitcoms have great friendship-focused episodes, but this one was special. Scrubs, My Old Lady Season 1, Episode 4. One of the most beloved Scrubs episodes, My Old Lady finds JD, Zach Braff, realizing that he's going to have to come to terms with death if he wants to be a great, successful doctor. He's shocked when Mrs. Tanner, Catherine Jewson, is okay with dying, and Elliot Reed, Sarah Chalk, and Turk, Donald Faison, are also handling tough cases. It's sweet seeing JD care so much about the patients at the hospital. While there have been several great medical series since Scrubs, this episode still feels heartwarming. It's about taking chances and enjoying life because you know it won't last forever, and since JD is so earnest and innocent, that message works. Modern Family, The Bicycle Thief, Season 1, Episode 2. The most memorable Modern Family episodes balance the large cast well, and The Bicycle Thief has two moving storylines about parenting, making mistakes, and doing the right thing. From Mitch, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, and Cam, Eric Stonestreet, lying about Lily, Aubrey Anderson Emmons, stacking blocks at a play group to Phil Dunphy, Ty Burrell, stealing a bike by accident, the episode explores how badly we all want to fit in and measure up to societal expectations. It's particularly funny and sweet watching Phil try to tell Luke, Nolan Gould, that he shouldn't steal and then take someone else's bike. While there have been sitcoms about relatives since Modern Family, this episode works because it feels so real. Plus, since it's only the second episode of the series, it's a nice introduction to these charming characters. The Office, Dinner Party, Season 4, Episode 9. This fan-favorite The Office episode depicts Jan Levinson, Melora Hardin, and Michael Scott's, Steve Carell, terrible dinner party, where no one has fun and their unhealthy romance is on full display. Between the shocking arrival of the police and Michael and Jan's fighting, not to mention Jan's jealousy of Pam Beasley, Jenna Fisher, the dinner party is more fast-paced and intense than most sitcom storylines. While we've likely never attended such a horrible gathering, we can all relate to an evening not working out the way we planned.